Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video, and today we're going to do my AEW World End 2024 predictions, the final pay-per-view, the final prediction video of 2024. The year is almost here, the year is almost out. Hope you guys have had a lovely Christmas, by the way. Yeah, I had a fun one. Yeah, I know no one asked, but okay, it is what it is. Anyway, let's get on with the show. We've got World's End this coming Saturday, December 28th. So let's get this on the way, shall we? We're going to kick off with Will Ospreay taking on Kyle Fletcher in the semi-finals of the Continental Classic. I'm going to go with Will Ospreay on this one. I think Will Ospreay will get his victory back over Kyle Fletcher that he lost at Full Gear, and he will pick up the victory and advance to the finals, which will happen also on the same night. But meeting him in the finals, I will say it will be Okada versus Ricochet in the other semi-final matchup in the Continental Classic. I'm going to go with the champion Okada to advance to the finals, to beating Ricochet. I think it's going to be Okada and Ospreay in the finals. I think that'll be a pretty fun final. And also, speaking of, might as well while we're here, that is the final I'm going to go with, and that is the prediction for the Continental Classic. I'm also going to go for Okada in the finals to beat Will Ospreay in the finals. So I think Okada wins the Continental Classic, retaining his Continental Championship. Next matchup, we have MJF defending his Dynamite Diamond ring against Adam Cole. This is a year in the making after this match right here. 1 year ago at World's End, Adam Cole revealed himself as the Devil and turned on MJF. The roles are reversed this year, as we have MJF going in as the bad guy, the heel, and we have Adam Cole coming in as the good guy, the babyface. And we have Taven and Bennett at ringside. I think they will have a massive part in the finish. I'm going to go with MJF picking up the victory to retain his Dynamite Diamond ring. I think Taven and Bennett will turn on Adam Cole, and I think it will be like a reverse of what happened last year, where the Devil was revealed and Taven and Bennett and Wardlow and Roderick Strong turned on MJF. I think this year, Taven and Bennett will turn on Adam Cole to align themselves with MJF, because MJF needs some minions behind him. He hasn't been the same, and a lot of people have been criticizing MJF for his lack of stardom that he's had since he lost the World Championship last year. For me personally, I just feel like it's one of those situations where he was the world champion for such a long time that he was on top of the AEW world for a long time, that you got to come down. Like, there's only one way to go once you win the world championship, and that's down. So I don't think he's lost any stardom or power. It's just the nature of the business, I guess. Anyway, enough about that. I'm going to go with MJF to pick up the victory over Adam Cole as we move on to the next matchup. And we move on to the Tijuana Street Fight. We have Mariah May defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Thunder Rosa. This one's an easy one for me. I think it would be a hard-hitting matchup. Thunder Rosa has been great in these kind of matches throughout the year against like Deonna Purrazzo and Texas Deathmatch and stuff like that. So I think this one would be no exception. But I do think Mariah May will pick up the W and retain her championship and go into Australia Grand Slam in February as the women's champion. So that's my pick for that one. Next matchup, we have the AEW International Championship on the line. We have Takeshita I've not said this name for a while, so I'm just going to call him Takeshita. Takeshita taking on Powerhouse Hobbs for the International Championship. I'm going to go with Takeshita to retain. Powerhouse Hobbs should be an interesting threat to the championship, but I think Takeshita will pick up the W to retain his International Championship. Next matchup, we have the AEW TBS Women's Championship on the line in a rematch from Full Gear. We have Mercedes Moné defending her championship against Chris Statlander, the former TBS Women's champion. That is, I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné to retain. This one could go back and forth. There hasn't really been much build, apart from the fact that, Chris Statlander wants a rematch, and she's been watching the AEW the TBS Women's Champion very closely, especially with her match against Anna Jay recently. And she basically said, Mercedes, when you're ready for round 2, call me, basically. Good stuff right there. Anyway, I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné to pick up the victory and retain. I think there's some unfinished business between Mercedes and Camille, which will probably be settled in the new year, I think, if Camille comes back. if reports to be believed, she's kind of in, out, I don't know, fucking out, I don't know. I try not to pay attention to the reports as much as I used to, because, it's all such a mind-boggling sometimes. One report says one thing, the other says what the other thing. It's like you don't know what to fucking believe half the time. I know there's reliable sources, but sometimes even reliable sources get things wrong. Isn't that right, people? Anyway, enough about that shit. Let's get on with the main event, shall we? So I'm going to go with Mercedes Moné on that one. Next matchup, we have the main event. We have Jon Moxley defending his AEW World Championship in a fatal four-way match against Orange Cassidy, Hangman Page, and of course Jay White, the switchblade. I'm going to go with the one and only Jon Moxley to retain. I think there's plenty left in the tank for this World Championship reign of Jon Moxley, and I just don't see it ending in a fatal four-way match. I don't see Hangman, Jay White, and Orange Cassidy putting their egos aside and, taking out Mox too, and then it comes down to those three. I don't think that's going to work on paper. I don't even think that works on paper, nonetheless in execution. So I think Jon Moxley will retain. The numbers game, but like the Death Riders and stuff, will be interference, obviously. And Jon Moxley will retain. That's my pick. Sorry for the little bit of a ramble right there, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's going to be it now, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments. Leave me a like if you deserve it, and I'll see you guys on the next video, whatever that may be. If I don't make another video this year, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you had a lovely Christmas, and hope you have a lovely New Year. Until next time, guys. I'll see you again next time. And I'm out.